So here it is. I know you guys have been waiting patiently for this, and it is officially starting today. We are taking over Newcastle. We are starting my first ever proper Football Manager save on the channel. Now, I know a couple of years ago, I did a quick Southampton save. I didn't really know what I was doing. This time around, I've now got 150 hours experience in this game, which is still nothing. So I need to make it very, very clear at the start here. I am not an expert at this game. I am still learning, and I would really appreciate constructive comments, not just saying, my God, you're terrible at this game, you've overpaid for this player, whatever it is. I'm trying my best here, and I'm really excited to try and get Newcastle back to the very top. So let's go ahead and start off by telling you something very exciting. If you're a Newcastle fan, you will be wishing this happens. But if I go into my staff tab here and go down to all, we officially have a new chairman. We have Sheikh Khaled. He is the guy that was linked with purchasing the club from Mike Ashley. So Mike Ashley is no longer here. Our new chairman is going to be helping us get Newcastle where they used to be, and that is near the very top of the Premier League. It might not have been called the Premier League back then, but I want to take Newcastle back into the top 6 within a season or two. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to get into the Champions League and eventually win it, and the Premier League at some point. So with Mike Ashley, we had 3 million in our transfer budget, which of course is absolutely nothing in the Premier League. So with new management and new club staff and a new owner, of course, we have now got a transfer budget of £45 million. We've just sold Perez. He's gone to Leicester. That was 30 million. We've had a few other players leave. We've got a lot of money now that we can play around with, and hopefully we'll be able to do some work with it, get some good players in. So I guess the first thing we should do is have a look at the team, right? And decide what we need to do with transfers, which players I want to sell, and of course which positions that I need to improve in. So to start off with, I'm very comfortable at the moment with a control possession 4-2-3-1. That is typically what I've been using when streaming, also with my Sunderland save, which I've been doing. Funnily enough, I'm doing Sunderland, and now I'm doing Newcastle, the complete opposites. They hate each other. So let's go with the 4-2-3-1 control possession. We're going to change some of these positions around a little bit. So I like to play with an advanced forward. I also like to play with 2 inside forwards on the wings. The right-sided one being left-footed, the left-sided one being right-footed. I don't like attacking playmaker. I prefer an attacking midfielder on support, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll put him on attack at some point. I then like to go with either a centre midfielder or a box-to-box, and then typically I'll go with a deep-lying playmaker or a ball-winning midfielder. So I think I'm going to start here with a defensive playmaker there. So that's what we're going to start off with there. Then I like to have wing-backs on attack. I like to get them bombing down the wings and providing crosses for whichever striker we're going to have. And then either of those is absolutely fine, and the keeper's fine as well. So having a look at the team here, and hopefully the quality is good enough in the video so you can see the smaller text. I could always zoom in a little bit if you guys would like me to. Let me go ahead and auto-size this column so we can see some players are on holiday, some are injured. So we've got 2 keepers, we've got a decent defence. I think that's definitely somewhere we need to work on. That is certainly an option for us. We need to be looking at centre-backs potentially. Midfield-wise, it's not ideal. I think going forward, we've got a stronger team than any other part of this team. I feel like going forward, we're going to be a little bit better off than defensively. I don't know. It's a difficult one. But going in goal, I think it's safe to say we're going to go with Dubravka. I think actually he's a very good goalkeeper. So he comes in. At right back, it's probably going to be Yedlin. And he will be rapid for us going down that right side. Then the centre-backs will be Cher and Lascelles, of course. Lascelles being captain. Sorry if I butcher any names. I'm pretty sure it's Lascelles, right? I don't think you say it any other way than that. And then we're going to go with Dummett at left back. I mean, to be fair, it's not too bad at all. It's not too bad at all. Going into midfield, we're definitely going to be playing Almiron there. He'll be going at Cam. Right there. What's he best suited at? Advanced playmaker, but I want him playing advanced midfielder. Or attacking midfielder, I should say. At centre mid, So we've got Isaac Hayden and John Joe Shelvey. I think those are probably the guys I want to go with. So I'm thinking we go Hayden and John Joe Shelvey. But maybe they're in the wrong positions here. DLP defend. I'm guessing Hayden is more of a box-to-box, is he not? No, he can play a bit of everything. I think I want him to be more defensive than anything. So I'm going to make him do that. And then put Shelvey as a advanced playmaker or a central midfielder. I think this is a position that I want to improve. My centre mid. I think that's definitely somewhere we need to be looking at. On the right, we're going to go with Matt Ritchie, of course. He's perfect for that. He's left-footed, I believe. He should be. Yeah, he's left-footed. And then on the left side, we've got Atsu, Muto, Jacob Murphy, Rolando Aarons. I think we go with Atsu. Is he left-footed as well? He is. So definitely need to bring in a left winger that's right-footed. I think that would be a great idea. And up top, I think we go Dwight Gale, don't we? We do not have the mighty Rondon. He has, of course, moved to China. He's followed Benitez over to China for the same club. So, yeah, we don't have him. So, looking at this team, I'm pretty happy with it. On the bench, we go with Darlow. And then we're going to go with... Who's better out of Fernandez and Clark? Let's go ahead and compare those two. Fernandez and Clark. So we have... They're very even. I would say Fernandez probably just about gets the nod. He's got better physical and better aerial. But then again, speed, technical. If I'm playing him as a DLP... Or a ball-playing midfielder. I can't... What am I trying to say here? What is it? It's ball-playing defender, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you call it. Oops. Misclick. It is ball-playing defender, yeah. So if I wanted to put him there, I'd probably go with Kieran Clark. And he's 1 year younger as well, which helps. So we'll go with him there. So Kieran Clark. Then we're going to go with Manquillo. I believe he can play both left and right, can he not? I mean, you could probably get away with it, but maybe it's not recommended. Then we need... So we've got Longstaff. I thought he was more of a defensive midfielder, but he's actually box-to-box. However, this guy has a lot of potential, so maybe he should be coming in here and Shelvey drops to the bench. Maybe we go Longstaff and Hayden and then go box-to-box supports. That's typically what I've been doing anyway. We have... Should we go with Ki Sung-young? We'll go put him in there. Swap him with Shelvey like that. I'm going to do 7 players on the bench right now. So we've got 2 more slots. I think we go with Muto and Hosselu maybe. Just for now. And then those guys are just... I'll think about them. So I think, in general, it's not the best team, of course. And I wouldn't expect it to get top 10. But with £45 million, I think we can do some good work here. I think left winger... Centre midfielder, maybe a defensive centre midfielder, and maybe a left back. Don't really have a left back, do we? If we go into the team reports here and go to the squad depth tab, we've got Dummett as our only left back. That's actually shocking. We've got 2 right backs. We've actually got quite a good centre back option, or centre back options. So that's okay. Cam-wise, it's not ideal. We're okay on the right, kind of okay on the left, but no one's really perfect for that role. And striker isn't great either. So maybe left back, midfielder, left winger, and a striker. Even if it's on loan, maybe we bring in some loan deals. That's fine with me. I just don't want to go into this season regretting not bringing in certain positions because we have to wait until January otherwise. And we all know what can happen in that space of time. So on the under-18 side here, we don't have any left backs that really jump out to me. We've got some decent players here actually. Yannick Toure, he could be a very decent striker in the future. We've got Rob Elliott here. We've got Ashraf Lazar. Okay, so he's a left back. That's not too bad. We could potentially use him. He's not the greatest player. He's only a 2-star ability, but he could be a okay backup to have. But I think realistically, we want to bring in a left back that's going to go straight into the first team. Although Dummett is good, I think I can probably get better. Or we just go for a backup. He's 26 already. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was younger than that. Okay, well, I think I know what I want to do. And I think we need to start taking a look at the market. I think the best thing to do is just have a look at the transfer listed players and see who's available. We've got the interested in tab ticked. So only players that might potentially want to join will show up here. I mean, if we took that off, yeah, James Rodriguez isn't going to be joining Newcastle, that's for sure. So we've got Charlie Austin. That's not even a bad start, you know. He could be a very good striker for us. He's listed for 14 million. We've got Dan Gosling. We've got Janmat, Niasse. We've got Besic. Tell you what, Ryan Sessegnon, listed for 9 million. Left back. Could be absolutely fantastic for us. What are the odds of that? He's also listed for a loan. I mean, I'd be mad not to go for this. 9 million. I think we just go for it, don't we? He'll play at left back. It's not perfect in terms of his position, his role and duty not being fully green, but that's one thing I've definitely learnt. It's not a big deal, but the problem is stats need to be right, and I'm seeing his tackling is 9, his marking is 9. Although he's a good player, I think potentially he's not going to be that much better than Dummett. I mean, 9 defending compared to 14. Yeah, he's just better going forward. Do you know what? You might think I'm mental, but I'm going to pass up on that. I don't think we should be looking at him. He's not quite what we're looking for. Let's keep looking here. See, this is more like it. We have James Husband here, who plays for the Norwich under-23s. If we go ahead and compare him to Dummett, we'll see he's a much better defender than Sessegnon is. 12, 10. He's still pretty good going forward. He's still young. And he could be a very good backup player for us. And he's listed for 1.2 million. I mean, that's an absolute bargain. So we are going to scout him. We're not going to make an offer just yet. We'll add him to the shortlist. I think, unfortunately, there isn't too many more options right now. There's Fulquier here. He can play left back and right back. Okay, that's interesting. That could be a decent deal. How much is he listed for? So he's going for 2.9. Although he is more of a right back, he can play at left back. But maybe not him. I kind of want a devoted left back, seeing as we do have 2 right backs at the club already. So looking at other signings here, other options, I don't think there's too many. I don't want to go with Gosling, and I don't think I want to go with Austin. He's on 70,000 per week. We can afford that, of course, but I would be looking for maybe a slightly better deal, if possible. So let's take a look at the... let's see, if we go just left wingers, yeah, it's just Sessegnon, really. If I go ahead and turn off the listed status, let's go ahead and just see if there's any that are listed for loans instead, maybe. And maybe go for inside forward. And let's search for... let's go to general. And then preferred foot. There it is. And we want him to be right-footed. Not only, but just strong foot, right foot. So Onyekuru. Interested. Very interested. That could be very nice indeed. He could be absolutely incredible. We'd be looking at 20 mil to sign him. There's Nkadu, Hoylett. There's no one else that really screams out to me here. So maybe we go in for this guy. So his work permit has expired, but he's ready to be brought in. Do you know what? I'm going to go for this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to add him to the shortlist indefinitely. Let's have a look at his contract just out of interest. So he's on 40,000 per week. He's got a couple of clauses and bonuses. Okay. Let's go ahead and make an offer. The question is, do we loan with a future payment to buy him, an obligation or an option to buy? It might be worth it. The thing is, I could get him for around 20 million, and there are a lot of interested clubs. You've got Mönchengladbach trying to get him on a transfer. But I tell you what, I think it's going to be a very important position for us, this left winger. I'm going to go in and try and get him now. I want to sign him. So I'm going to go ahead and put 10 mil in the offer now. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in an instalment after just 12 months. So this time next season that I would be willing to pay maybe another 5 million. And then another thing we could add is after 50 league appearances, we'll go with another 1 million like that. Would they be willing to take 16 million? 10 now and then 6 later? Let's suggest it. Yeah. Okay, so clearly I've gone in a bit high there. I thought potentially I'd be getting told 18, 19, maybe even 20. Okay, well, 10 million up front, 16 in total. I'm still comfortable with that, although potentially I could have done a lot better there. So if you didn't know, I've been streaming Football Manager for a little while now. Dortmund was my first proper stream save, and this guy was absolutely insane. So I made a promise to myself that when I start the YouTube series, I would 100% make him one of my signings, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Although he may be one of those generic signings, a bit like Tielemans in FIFA, I do get it, but this is my first time. I'm going to go ahead and try and get him. I mean, his determination is 16. I just realised that is unbelievable. He will be back up to Almiron, and he is going to be so good for us. So we're going to go ahead and scout him, add him to the shortlist. Now, does he have... I don't think we'll be able to see it. Yes, he does. He's got a release clause of £925,000, and I've just gone away from his page there. Let's go ahead and search him back up, Maria. Let's just go ahead and make an offer right now. I don't want another team to steal him from me. So we'll go in for... I'll just go up like this. So 925k. I mean, that is so cheap. And he's honestly unbelievable. So we're going to go ahead and make that offer. And we're going to try and find another player to take a look at now. Another player that I really want to try out is Maxence Caqueret. Young French player, defensive midfielder. I think he could be one of those wonder kid, high potential players, and I would love to get him. I don't think it's going to be massively cheap, but it will be cheap compared to, you know, spending 15, 20 million on a player of a quality that this guy will reach to, if that makes sense. And I think that he could be one for the future, and definitely one that I would like to bring in now. I mean, already some of his stats are unbelievable. I mean, his tackling is 11, which isn't perfect. That will go up, but his technique is 14. Passing is 15. Determination, again, that's such an important stat. 15. I really think this guy could do well for us, and I don't think he has a release clause. He doesn't, so we have no idea how much he's going to cost. I'm also looking at Besic here. We're going to go ahead and scout him and add him to the shortlist. He is transfer listed right now for 5.25 million, so definitely one to look out for. I just want to check, did I actually add Caqueret? I didn't, so let's go ahead and add him again. Transfer, shortlist, indefinitely. So we're scouting these guys. I think he's my priority. I'm trying to build a team for the future, not just for now, but certainly we are looking for one massive signing that's going to give us an instant boost right now. And I think I'm going to go for a striker. I need goals. Just scrolling through all of the strikers, not necessarily players that would want to join, but just to get some ideas flowing. And I don't know, guys. There's so many strikers I could be looking at. It's almost a bit overwhelming. I don't know. Maybe we wait. Maybe we'll wait and see if we get the other deals done first. There's players like Tammy Abraham could be great for us. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. We're already looking at Onyekuru. He's not going to be playing up front for us. I've added Iheanacho. He's one player. I added another one as well. We've got Calvert-Lewin. The other player I added was, if I go to position, striker. Oh, no, I didn't add another one. But maybe Iheanacho is a good start for us. Would be a quality signing. His wages wouldn't be too high. He's got really nice stats. Already knows the language. You know, he's already been in the Premier League for a while. Tell you what, this could be our marquee signing, the big signing that shows we really do mean business. We're bringing in a player that's Maybe slowed down development a little bit since joining Leicester, but when he was at Man City, my God, everyone thought he was the next big thing. But then, of course, Jesus came in. So, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Iheanacho. You know, he could be a very, very good player for us. So he's unavailable until 20th of July, but that's fine. The season doesn't start, so we've got a little bit of time anyway. I don't know how much he's going to cost us. It said up to around 25 to 30. So because I definitely overpaid in the last one, let's try and do a little bit of a better deal this time around. I'm going to try and go in a bit short, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna add in another 5 here. So we're offering 20 million. 20 million. Okay. So now they're asking for 23. They want 30% of a future sale. Ideally, I don't want that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel the offer. And let's see, if I go back in again here, if I take out the percentage of next sale, remove that, go in with 15 plus a installment of, let's do the 5 again, and similar to the deal we did before, I'm going to do after 50 league appearances, just another million. And let's see what they say to that. Okay, so now it's gone up to 24. That 30% or whatever it was that they wanted when I sold him in the future clearly means quite a lot to them. I think if let's bring that back down to 1, that's going to be 6. I think 22. Oh, okay. They're willing to take 22 million for him. That was a bit better. I maybe could have squeezed even more out of them, but this will be a fantastic, fantastic signing. Just going through some of the staff responsibilities here. I don't want to be doing too much. I actually want my new chairman to be doing quite a lot of it, so he's going to be handling some contract stuff. I'm going to do everything regarding the first team except from the general training. I'm actually going to go ahead and ask Joe Joyce to do that, or shall I go with fitness coach? Yeah, we'll go with the fitness coach. I'm going to do individual training though, so I can decide what positions they can improve in, things like that. So that's fine. The first team will be doing... oh, we don't have an assistant manager. Interesting. Okay, I'll handle team talks. Tactical briefings, we'll go ahead and do... Oh, see, we need an assistant manager, so maybe we should be doing that. Let's confirm what I've done so far, and let's see. So, preferred job, let's go assistant manager. Imagine if I could bring in, like, Thierry Henry or something like that. Let's just go ahead and filter it here and see who we have. So, we've got... Let's go right back up to the top here. So, we've got director of footballs there, managers, assistant managers. Is there anyone that I like the look of here? Ideally, I'd want someone that's already quite high up in his career, already had a few jobs, and is somewhat experienced. But it's not absolutely necessary. I wouldn't mind bringing in someone like, maybe I could go with Dennis Bergkamp, something like that. Let's see who else we've got here. There are a few names I recognise here. But if I go... Oh, should we get Alan Shearer? Alan Shearer, is he there? No, Alan Shearer's not in there. What about Dennis Bergkamp? Come on. So he's reserves manager at Almere City FC. I'm going to approach to sign him. Oh, that's sad. What about Thierry then? I'd love to get Thierry Henry. Why not? Thierry Henry is a manager, but he is available on a free transfer. Let's do it. I'm not interested in joining Newcastle as there isn't a job that interests me. Are you kidding me? Bro, you could be my assistant manager. We have Peter Grant here. He likes my preferred formation. He also does the 4-2-3-1 wide. Let's see if he would be interested. Okay, I think we found someone good here. He's actually got a just below 3-star reputation there. I think could be good. I think it could be very good. So we're going to go ahead and just offer him what he wants, or should we try and get... Why not go down a little bit? Okay. Assistant manager. It's not a big name that I was really wanting. I would have loved to get someone that I recognise, but that's okay. Right, so we have season expectations now. We are going to try and go for a mid-table finish, but really I want to get this. That's what I'm aiming for, but I'm not going to ask for that. I mean, we're only going to get 0.3 million more. 5th round and 4th round, I mean, I think I could do better than that, but seeing as it's my first season, there's no real need to overly set expectations. So let's go ahead and carry on here. So Newcastle have accepted the 15 million up to 60 million, of course. We now need to go ahead and offer him a contract. This is what he's looking for, 50k up front. The recommended limit is 64, so we're looking good there. The problem is he's got a lot of things here that I do not want to have in there. So we're going to get rid of that. I don't mind giving him a bonus if he scores a certain amount of goals, but this thing here, the yearly wage rise, is an absolute killer. So we're going to remove that. I'm going to increase his agent fee because that will help a little bit here, and offer him just what he wants here. Maybe just go down to 2.2. We've got Edwin Martin being the agent here. He's known to be a very patient negotiator and prefers to put the happiness of his clients above his monetary gain. So that's a good thing. I should be able to negotiate here a little bit easier than if he was a bit of a pushy guy. So I'm going to offer him this. Okay, he wants 55k. If he comes to 52, I'll do it. Okay, there we go. So 2.2 mil is the signing on fee, 700,000 is the agent fee, but most importantly, we managed to get quite a lot of the unnecessary bonuses and clauses and things like that. So we'll finalise that. Maria has, of course, been put through. That was a release clause, so that's done. And Iheanacho. So now we need to do his contract, and he wants a lot more money. So this is Rob Taylor. Very impatient. I've got to get this right. I have to get this right. Okay. Yearly wage rise. Let's remove that. And the release clause. I mean, we won't get relegated. So, well, we could. We actually could. So I do want to remove that. I'm happy with him to get a bonus. 20 goals. It'll give him something to work for. I'm going to bring that down, but this up. I think, would I be willing to pay 90k? The thing is, right, if he's going to be a key player, which he is, the limit goes way up. He will be my first team striker. He will start every game pretty much. So I think I'm happy just to give him what he wants, really. So let's suggest it. Jesus, up to 105. Take 100, come on. Take 100. There we go. 100k. It is a lot of money, but we will make it work. So that's going to be it for this first episode. Right now, as you're watching this, I'm actually abroad on my honeymoon. I just got married. Well, right this second I'm not married, but I will be. Very exciting times. So I don't know how long each of these videos are going to be, but they should be coming out once every day or every 2 days, depending on how much I can actually record. So yeah, hopefully you're okay with that. I know it's not as great. If I was at home, I could do feedback and ask you guys to suggest me signings, but unfortunately I'm just going to pre-record a lot of this for the week while I'm away. So thank you so much for watching. The next episode will be out very soon. Hopefully you're enjoying it, even though it might be very difficult to watch as I'm not the greatest at this game. But I will be getting better, and hopefully the next episode will be kicking off the new season with some of these signings, with our pre-season friendlies and whatnot. So I will see you in the next episode.